All right. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you guys. Hope everybody's doing well on this beautiful Thursday. I am almost live and almost in living color out here in the desert of Quartzsite, Arizona. And it looks like Verizon's finally got their tower straightened out. I know everybody was complaining about the slow Verizon signal out here. And it's been pretty difficult to get any streaming done out here. But it looks like the last few days it's kind of sorted out. So here I sit in a van that I live in that's pretty much a wreck again, but I'm getting used to that. It's not so bad. Still camping here with Chloe. Kevin just left. He spent about, 4 days with us. Kevin from the No Mock Experience. I did an interview with him on the last video, I think. I've been pretty slow uploading videos lately just because of the cell service sucking so bad for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I guess. So, a lot of people had asked, so I thought I'd do a video to address this instead of, going through the comments where you really can't address things accurately and thoroughly. People say, what are you doing for income now, Maddie? Well, here's what I did. For the last 25 or 30 years, I've worked every day. And I didn't really get serious about saving money till a few years ago. That's when I lived in the van, moved out of the apartment, had previously sold my homes years ago, and just started stashing all the money I could, the money that I would typically be spending on rent and utilities. I was stashing away and investing the best I knew how, which is not very good. And so after many years of that, you tend to build up a little bit of a nest egg. And of course, I've got a little bit of YouTube income. That's pretty much paying for gas. But I'm living frugally. I get on and off the budget. I know I'm going to get back on it in January. November and December, you tend to spend more than any other time of the year. But if I get back on my budget in January, I'm going to do fine. I think. I hope, unless I have a major breakdown or something. I don't have any payment on the van. I found that good, inexpensive healthcare plan. I know many of you had asked about that. And the best way I can address that is I'll say go back to the end of September or October, look through my videos, and you will see the video that I did that pertains to nothing but how to get health insurance if you're too young for Medicare. And healthcare.gov is the best place to do that right now. You can also search around, your town for people who will sell you an insurance policy for healthcare only. I know State Farm does that. You think State Farm just insures homes and cars. They also sell healthcare plans. But I don't think they're on the exchange on healthcare.gov. But with the subsidies from the last stimulus package, the government will cover about 90% of your healthcare premiums every month right now. And if you're waited this long to do it, you may have missed the enrollment period. But try it out anyway, because I got a good plan coming up in 2022 that's only costing me $18 a month, and it's way better than the plan I currently have right now, which is just a catastrophic plan, and it's got a really high deductible. So let's see. I think that covers that aspect of things. So let's move on to daily expenses. I had originally set a budget of $50 a day. Some days I'll spend $100. That just means the next day I sit still, I don't spend any money. I've been on and off that budget for the last month and a half. In January, this is my plan. I'm going to get on a $40 a day budget. That's $1,200 a month, and it's doable. A lot of people are doing that. I've seen people do it as cheap as $600 a month. I don't know how they do that. I assume they park out here in Quartzsite and they don't crank their car, they don't move, but maybe once every week or two to go get groceries. I don't want to live like that. This lifestyle to me encompasses the ability to travel and see things. However, with that being said, here in the colder months, you tend to kind of slow down. I don't really have a problem staying in the same place a week or two right now. But after about a week or two, I start getting the itch to move on and see a different site, in a different campsite, different views. It just, it recharges me, you know. It just don't want to stay put in one place for an entire season. That just does not appeal to me at all. So if I spend frugally all my savings, and I can pretty much count on the YouTube payment every month for gas cost. In the summer, here's what I'm worried about though. In the summer, I'm going to be traveling a lot more. And Chloe and I have all these destinations in mind. You know, we're going to go everywhere from Utah to Idaho to Montana, maybe even British Columbia, Canada. So I don't think it'll cover the gas costs for summer travel. And I don't want to, you know, chew up too much of my nest egg. I have a number in mind, and when the number gets down to that point, I'll just go back to work, you know. I'll still live in the van. How do I know this? Because I worked full-time job, living in this van full-time for almost 3 years before I quit the job and went full-time on the road. So I would recommend doing that if you're trying to get to a point where you can do this before you're 65 years old. Just bite the bullet. Keep your full-time job. Just get out of your apartment. Get yourself a van. Live in it. It's going to be tough. It's going to be cold in the winter. It's going to be hot in the summer. It's going to be a sacrifice. Yeah, that's the word. It is a sacrifice. But you know, if you've watched me through the last 3 years, I didn't sacrifice to a point where I didn't have fun. I enjoyed living in this van, and you know that because you've watched me experience it for the last 3 years. But you also saw those videos I posted where I'm dying of heat stroke in the middle of August in Nashville, Tennessee, living in the city, sleeping on the side of the road and in parking lots in the heat of the summer where it doesn't cool down below 80 till after midnight. So be prepared for that. But if you have that goal, stay focused on that goal, and remember, the tough times are going to be worth it in the long run. Because look at me now. I'm living the dream out here, doing what I want, when I want to do it, as long as I be reasonable to stay on my frugal budget. I could stretch this out for a long, long time. And I do appreciate the new subscribers. That's going to help me in the long term, you know, because every few more dollars that I get off the ad revenue, that's going to help, you know, the travel. I'll be able to make the videos and bring you better footage of better campsites in the future. Someone told me to start a Patreon. I don't know if I want to do that. I just don't think I have a whole lot to offer. You know, I'm not going to ask somebody to join a Patreon when I just don't feel like I have a whole lot to bring to the table to do that. If I had great editing skills, I might do that. You know, bring you some really high quality production videos like Chrome does. That guy, he is top tier when it comes to his editing skills. He could go to work for the Discovery Channel if he wanted to and edit all of their programs because he's just got the niche for it. I don't have that. I don't really know why you're even watching this at this point. But I guess if you're looking for a channel where it's just a guy in his van, he's going to keep it as real as possible, then yeah, I'm for you. But I don't expect to be everybody's cup of tea. But we'll see how the channel goes in the future. I think we're growing pretty good here. I've never really focused much on growing the channel. And Kevin and I were talking about it while he was staying with us the last few days. And I don't know. I kind of just want to wing it and let things just develop organically. You know, if I have a good hits on videos, so be it. If I don't, so be it too. I think in the long run, it'll pay off for me to do that. And I don't want to put up too many videos a week because I know in my own experience, even though there's channels out there I love, if they put up a video every day, I tend to stop watching it because I know I'm not missing anything. And then I'll check back in like every week or two. I think it's probably going to be better off in the long run if I just do, 1 or 2 videos a week so you guys don't get too bored. And I'll have to be careful to make sure I'm traveling a reasonable amount so it'll be something new and interesting for you to view. So I'm thinking about it. The wheels are turning. And we'll see how it goes. But mostly this video, I wanted to check in and say thanks for hanging out with me. I'm really kind of humbled really humbled and honored that the sub count has really gone up and the views have really gone up. And I don't know why, but I appreciate it. I won't question it too much. I'll just accept it and be glad of it. I appreciate it. So we'll end it for now. I'll check back in with you in a few days. Until then, take care, be well, and smash the bell. Bye.